Okay, this is in the request of video me feeding the tank. First step, usually in the evening, is feeding pellets to the fish, and as you can see here, the fish are already getting anxious because they see me opening the food, and they're all swimming up in this corner here that I usually drop some pellets in. So I'll start dropping some pellets in the tank. And you can see the tang and the foxface and the coral beauty, the bit larger fish in the tank, coming in there. The anthias check it out, but they don't really seem to like the pellets too much. They'll wait until the mysis shrimp come around in about a half hour or so. So anyway, just need to kind of see the activity. See them all down here at the end looking around. And I just put a few pellets in there. It's really just going to get something on the gut of the bigger fish so they don't pig out too much on the other stuff later on. Okay, after feeding the pellets, next up is cyclops seeds, which I usually just take a chunk of the frozen and wave it around the tank. But I'll start with putting my tank in feed mode, which shuts off the main pump. And the wave maker also is off. I just take the cyclops seeds and wave it around in the tank, let it thaw out. You can do this, I don't even know, 15-20 times. There's enough to make a big cloud of cyclops seeds. Kind of get it all over the tank and the fish and the large polyp, stony corals. To some extent the gorgonians really like this stuff. So you can hear my siphon going into effect. That's it for this part. Okay, as the cyclops seeds are circulating around the tank, fish swimming around getting it. You see it pretty well is already on both sides, and I got one pump down here that's staying just really for circulation. Meantime, I'll try to see if I can get this going. This is the final feeding, which is a mixture of reef pearls. It's a very small, fine food. I usually do about half one of these little salifert test kit things, put it in the water, and it really surprisingly goes a long way. Then I'll also put a cube of rotifers, like the smaller cubes, and a cube. Sometimes I'll do 2 cubes of the mysis shrimp, depending on how much I want to feed the LPS. So I'll mix that up and come back in a few minutes to feed the tank with the next batch of food. Okay. This is the third set of feedings for the evening. There's a little container of tank water here. It's got the reef pearls, some mysis shrimp, and some rotifers in it. I've already put the tank in feed mode. See, the fish are still looking for food. And see if I can do this right-handed while I'm holding the camera. Basically, I'll just use this turkey baster, kind of mix it up a little bit. And take the food mix. You see a lot of the mysis shrimp the fish are going for. Trying to squirt it to go down toward some of the LPS. There's a sun coral on the other side of the tank that gets a lot of that. I'll feed. There's a little dendro over there, and just kind of spray some around the tank. And finish off by just pouring the rest of it in the tank and rinse the cup out. These fish are all going for the food, and the smaller particle stuff, I don't know if you can see it floating in the water, will spread around, and the real small stuff the corals will pick up, including the gorgonians, but only one of them happens to be open right now, which is unusual. Well, I should say 2. The purple one's always open, the yellow popped one's open. Usually the white one opens late in the evening. See the pipe organ coral, green bird's nest. It's the E-flow. That's a Taraki. I think this is the Millipora. That's sunset monopora. Chips. Strawberry tabling acro. Bird's nest. Linseed plate cut up and breaking it up because it's been taken over. That's the Tyree rainbow stylophora. Unknown acro. This is a pink lemonade, it fell back and it was out of the light for, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks I should say, and kind of recovered but never really grew, and now it's growing little stubs coming off the side there in its original color. Some unknown acro I got from Ryan, goes by Servo, a pretty green and blue, as is this one. Let's use those. This is a new coral from Fish Tomorrow, another one from Fish Tomorrow, and then one back there from Fish Tomorrow. The lights are kind of at an angle, so I'm not getting the best colors out of them right now. The tank being open, but trying to get an idea of some layout of the aquarium. Yellow tang, obviously. And you can see the particles are just slowly kind of dissipating through the tank water, and they'll float around until the tank turns back on in about 15 or 20 minutes. Then just float around for more and slowly get skimmed up if there's anything left over. But usually by the time the skimmer and everything turns back on, this tank's pretty clear, which tells me a lot of this stuff is either settled out or been captured by polyps of whatever source coral they're happening to get in the way of.